Alright, hey guys, this is BT Delta from 101, and today I'm going to be bringing to you the Long G6R review. The G6R right here. I've had this for a few weeks now. Used probably a few times, put about 4 or 5 cases through it. It's still looking pretty nice. Not really any wear or tear on it really, but I have taken apart the marker completely. I've disassembled everything so I understand how it works, and I've put some paint through it to understand how it shoots. And so yeah, this is basically going to be my review on what I've encountered so far and what I think about it, and it'll include like things about the weight, the ease of maintenance, how it shoots, how loud it is, efficiency, and all sorts of stuff like that. So the first thing we're going to get into is the basic overall mechanics of the marker. So it's a poppet. You got your bolt, moves back and forth. It's open, so you can see the bolt moving compared to like a GO2 where it's closed bolt. You can't see the bolt going back and forth. It's all built into the gun, kind of. So it's got a clamping feed neck, tiny little feed neck right there. Oh, sorry, bug's after me. It works pretty well. I have no complaints about it. You just can adjust it with an Allen key, or you can twist it to tighten it, so that works decently. It's got an LPR similar to Ego LPRs, except for this you need a pressure tester to adjust your to adjust the pressure it's running at, because it's very sensitive when you're adjusting that stuff. It likes to be put at about 75 psi, and the HPR likes to be put about 200, and then by then you should have about 295 chronoing once you've adjusted both those. It's got a very nice trigger on it. I'm not sure what type of trigger it is. Someone can tell me that in the comment section. But it's the exact same as the Vice's trigger. Very, very easy to walk. Works amazing. It's got an on-off ASA. Very, very nice ASA. Just twists and then it's aired up. Super easy to do. No complaints about that. First time I got the G6R, I aired it up and it actually started to leak a little bit. All you got to do is take a little pin that's in here, clean it off from the dirt that might be on it, and then re-lube it and put it back in, and then it won't leak at all. Also has no macro line, which you can see. It's a very nice addition to the gun. People nowadays are starting to not put macro lines on guns, like the Luxes, Victories, pretty much most Bob Long guns. So yeah. Macro lineless guns are starting to become pretty popular now, and I mean, it's very nice. You have nothing in your way, nothing to hit against when you're trying to play. It's just very clean feel to the gun. It has the rammer in the back. You need an Allen key to remove the back cap, and I think it has 2 O-rings on there you need to lube, but we'll get into that later on. It's got the body you can split in half, which is a nice addition to it too. Makes it so you can get to your poppet very easily. Just remove some of the screws on here, split it apart, and then you get to your poppet. You can clean everything. All the air transfer sections too you can clean, and there's just O-rings there you can replace if need be. It's got the bolt here. Standard Bob Long bolt, nothing special. You can get the the pillow bolt. I think it makes it quieter and a little bit smoother. One of my friends has it. It shoots pretty nice, he says. I just find the standard bolt's fine too. No really need to upgrade it. It'll work fine out of the box. And in regards to the bolt, you don't really want to lube it. If you do anything, you're supposed to put a tiny, tiny light bit of oil on it, like just so that it shines a tiny bit. You don't want to like put drops on it, because that'll just get on your ball and it'll start to make your ball curve. So definitely don't want that to happen. Just kind of keep it dry like I do. So yeah, that's basically the technical aspects of the gun. You got your regulator adjusts to the bottom there, like most other markers. Got your little detents in there. Very easy to clean. You just take off the eye covers, and there'll be a wire harness, and there'll be the detent. You just pull it out. It's got a little spring on there, and you can clean it. I believe these have the 4C eyes installed in it actually. So that's also a nice addition. The general milling of this gun is fairly nice. You got some nice deep 3D milling on it. You got the nice hole there. I'm not sure if I'm actually a fan of the hole. Some people like it, some people don't. I kind of like the Texas Storm G6Rs that have no hole there. I think they look a little nicer, but it's kind of a neat addition and it cuts down on the weight of the marker. And in terms of weight, the marker is very, very lightweight. I don't know the exact weight of the gun. You'd have to figure that out yourself, but I mean, pretty much it's probably going to be under 2 pounds. But it does have a very solid feel to it, so you're not going to break this gun. It's not like it's just very durable. To turn it on, you have a little button in the back. Hold it down. Turns on. You can't really, I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. Hold it down until it goes red, and then the eyes will be off. See, you can see that. You hear it clicking, maybe. That's how you turn the eyes off. For programming, super simple. Just hold down the trigger, press the power button, a bunch of lights will flash, and you can cycle through your modes. So you got your green, purple I guess, yellow, blue, red, and white, and then back to green. That's all the things you can change. I believe it's dwell, loader delay. This isn't in order, but I know that you can change your dwell, loader delay, max rate of fire, your firing mode. You can change, I don't remember the rest. Anyways, you can change, I think, 6 different things on the gun to make it shoot the way you want it to shoot. So yeah, for maintenance, this marker is pretty simple to maintain. Usually after a day of play, all you're going to want to do is wipe down the marker, and you're going to want to take out the bolt and the ram cap and just relube the ram cap, clean off any dirt that might be on there. That's your main thing you're going to be maintaining after every day of play, is just the ram cap. And your detents if you broke any paint in there, which you shouldn't. I've never had a broken ball yet in this. In terms of regulator maintenance, just unscrews like so, and you'll have a part in here. I don't really feel like, well, I guess I'll take it out. Or no, you have to have, actually, let's get into the next part of the video. You're going to want to have a handy dandy G6R maintenance kit. I have this, and this is for taking out the part in here. Use that plier and it comes out just like so. It's the piston. That's something you're going to want to maintain after every use. Make sure there's no dirt on there. There's also a set of washers in there. You're going to take that out and you're going to leave that too. I'm not going to get into too much detail with that, but it's very easy to lube and clean. And it doesn't really need to be cleaned after every use. You only need to clean that about after a few cases. The LPR also unscrews like so. And you have your LPR. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put a big Allen key here, big Allen key there, and you're going to twist it opposite ways, and it's reverse threaded. So it's not like the way you'd normally be screwing it in would be loosening it. Just remember that, so don't think you're breaking it because you feel like you're screwing it the wrong way. And this doesn't need to be maintained until like 5 or 10 cases or something like that. Once you have it set, just keep it until your pressures might start seeming weird. It's not something you want to mess with too much. Another thing actually you're going to want in your G6R kit is your pressure tester. To work a pressure tester, what you're going to do is you're going to put your LPR into the pressure tester, like so. And you're going to screw it into the LPR section. Like so. And you would connect an air source to the back and you'd turn your air on. And then there's gauges here. You can see gauges there. That one is that's the LPR gauge. Goes up to about 180. You want to keep that at about 75. That will be a good operating pressure for your LPR. And then you have this other gauge here. It goes to like 300 or something like that, maybe more. You want to keep that at 200. 200 is a very, very good spot to have that pressure set at. It'll make your gun fire smooth, and it'll have no issues like that. In terms of how this marker shoots, very smooth actually. Very smooth for a poppet. It's smoother than my old Ego 10 I used to have, and my FX actually. It was a lot smoother than that. It has a very interesting sound signature though. That's something I found kind of funny. It sounds like it's kind of almost out of air sometimes. Like, it's just got a very weird, unique sound. I don't have an air tank with me right now, but you'd have to listen to one on the field. It's just got its own little sound that I find kind of weird compared to most of my markers I've shot. So yeah, it shoots smooth. It does a minimal kick. If you look at my video, G6R kick test video, you'll see that it bumps up a little bit when you shoot like that. But with a tank and stuff, you wouldn't really notice it. You'd just obviously just play. It has 3 different firing modes on it: semi-auto, uncapped, semi-capped, and then it has like a PSP Millennium mode. It's adjustable, I think between 25 balls per second or something like that. It's sort of like, it's basically the exact same as Millennium mode, but you can still use it in PSP tournaments. To get a new board, it would cost, I think, $180 for the one I wanted, and I'm not going to bother paying that much for it. The board, it's fine. Don't really need all the extra modes. So yeah. Efficiency, the G6R, it's pretty good in efficiency. People told me about the Bob Long video where he got 23 pods. There's no way anyone's ever going to get that much. I've been getting maybe like 8 to 10 pods at the most, even with the SLP regulator. That's probably all I was hoping for anyways, but I don't see how everyone's been getting all these special amounts of pods, like 15, 16, that just doesn't make sense to me. I also have the LP Poppet installed into this, which does use a little tiny bit more air, but it shouldn't be that much of a factor, so I don't know, I'm still happy with the amount of pods I get. It's pretty decently efficient, and it's a smooth shooter. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the barrel. I haven't really gotten into that yet. It's kind of like a CP barrel, I think. It's a 685 bore size, so it's made for like nowadays when paint's smaller. It's not like a 689 bore size like most other places have. So Bob Long did great with that. They actually realized that paint's been getting smaller and that people like to underbore or just have a close similar bore size to their paint. So he took that into account and made you a 14-inch 685 bore size barrel, which is great. It is a good shooting stock barrel. You don't really need to upgrade it. I do have a freak barrel with a 684 and 687 bore sizes. I usually use that, but I mean, this barrel is not really, doesn't have anything wrong with it. I like using upgraded barrels for some reason. With the G6R, you're also going to want to pick up some blue Loctite. Blue Loctite is good for when you're adjusting your LPR. You want to put a drop of blue Loctite on the thread, or on the adjustment screw when you take it out. You're going to put a drop on there, and you're going to screw it back in, and that'll just help it set, and then it won't move around when there's when there's vibration in the marker. You only really need to do it for the LPR. The HPR is not a big deal, doesn't need it. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about the marker. You definitely do want a pressure tester and the blue Loctite threading. It's a good upgrade for your G6R. But other than that, there isn't many upgrades you'd need. It's a smooth shooter out of the box, efficient, lightweight, looks nice. I mean, it's a great gun. I have had nothing really to complain about it so far. No leaks, no misfires. It's pretty consistent with the chronograph. I get about 295 to in between 290 and 295 usually. It's pretty smooth. So yeah, thank you for watching my G6R video, and I'll include a shooting video at the end, guys. So yeah, stay tuned for that.